So I'm going to start with a little variation of a squat. We just place our arms over our head. And again, just like we did for some of the drills in the world, if you have to lower the height, if you have to bend your arms a little bit, that's okay. We're just going to regular squat, just like we would otherwise. Alright, from there, we're going to go into a warrior pose. For those of you who do yoga, you'll probably recognize this. So we go into a little bit of a lunge position with both of our feet flat on the ground and just raise our arms overhead as much or as little as we're able to. Keeping our eyes straight ahead. And just switch legs. Alright, and from there, to hit the calves, we're going to do the same calf raises that we've done until now. We're just going to turn our feet a little bit out to the side. So I just want you to picture, if you're looking at me straight ahead, whichever area of the calves you can see is what you're going to be working. So the more I turn my feet out, the more you're sort of able to see my inner gastroc if I just roll up my pants a little bit. So that's the area I'm going to be working. So again, feet shoulder width apart, toes just pointing off to the side. Raise up on our toes, back down. Just continue that motion until failure. Alright, so from there, we have some a little bit harder variations of the inverted rows coming in. So what we're doing here is I have a chair just to elevate my legs. Anything that can help get your legs off the ground really will do. So I'm going to be losing some of the leverage that I might have had down here to make it a little bit of a harder exercise. I just take an overhand grip, closer than shoulder width, just rep it out. And from there, keep the same idea, same overhand grip, and just move it out to about hands shoulder width apart. Trying to, you've heard me say this a lot if you've watched the last two levels, pull myself up to the point where I'm making a 90-degree angle with my arm, or a little bit more if you're able to. And then from there, same thing, we're just going to go into a wide grip, or at least as wide as your setup allows, which mine doesn't. Alright, so next we have a little variation of the push-ups, a little harder one. Again, utilizing a chair or just anything that we can use to get our legs off the ground. Go into the same push-up position as before, just with our legs off the chair, so losing some of the leverage might have had on the ground. Just rep them out. So real quick, I know being that position, it's going to seem like your arms are right out in front of you. They're actually out in front, just elevated a little bit, so because of that, you're working more of the upper chest. So from there, we're going to go into diamond push-ups. Again, same form really as the close grip push-ups, just making this same shape here, and it's really going to be the same idea as the close grip push-ups, as in you're using a little more triceps, a little for further adduction of the shoulder, which is going to engage the chest. You're also internally rotating the shoulder a little bit more, which it's not something we need to necessarily spend a lot of time on, but that is one of the functions of the chest. And then last one, ending with an isometric, to just get a little bit of a stretch on the chest. I'm going to go down to the bottom position of the push-up. Just hold that there for as long as you can. It's on the, literally just above the ground here. Just like so. Onto abs, starting with our V-ups. So just lie back with our arms extended over our head. Come up and try to touch the toes back down. If you can't obviously touch your toes or go all the way up, that's fine. You need to have a certain amount of flexibility for that. And from there, back in jumping jacks, we're just going to do a little variation of that. So for this, we just do a regular jumping jack, come back in, and we spread our legs and bring our hands out to the front. So working a little more front delt as opposed to side delt that we would otherwise, just like that. The explosiveness of this exercise is just going to be the same as the regular sort of walking lunges as before. So you can see how much we're staggering legs, and also, again, just for reiteration, I'm landing on the balls of my feet as opposed to heel or flat-footed. So. All right, and that's it for today.